It might rankle some of the Hollywood elite, especially the pagan Hollywood elite, but the simple fact is that the Christian buying public and the people who believe in patriotism and conservative family values, they are determining what movies are successful. Movie Guide, put out by, the organization Movie Guide, run by Dr. Ted Baehr, who is a prince of a man, by the way, and I highly encourage you to go and check out their website, support them. They released an 80-page report showing that, for example, in the top 25 grossing films, highest grossing films of last year, that the ones that did the best, they averaged $87 million at the box office. They were pro-family. They were not filled with sex. They were not filled with illicit relationships and nudity. Some of them had very warm references to our Lord Jesus Christ. Films like Iron Man 3, great theme of redemption. Man of Steel, which in many ways was a type of Christ. And then there's that incredible scene where Superman is in the church and you see Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. These are the films that prevailed at the box office. And other films that were seedy, like Grown Ups 2, and We're the Millers, they averaged $21 million at the box office. So good family entertainment, good references to God and to family, and respect for human sexuality, they outdrew money 4-1. And I want to encourage you, if you do like movies or books, I want to encourage you to understand why we are that way. In fact, let me say this. Think of sermons that you've heard, sermons in churches, and then think back at how many stories you can remember the preacher telling. You might not remember what the sermon was about, but that story that he told you stuck in your head. And I'm not sure if it's because there's a different part of our gray matter that remembers. I'm not sure if it's because it's literally the way God wired us in our soul. But think through the scriptures. The book of Judges, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. They're narratives. They're stories. If I said to you what's in 1 Samuel chapter 17 right now, chances are you wouldn't know. But you know the story. David killing Goliath with a slingshot. Jesus said that we're supposed to become like little children. And every child loves a good story. Stories that have a message. What's the moral of the story? Aesop's fables. I mean, go down the list, you will see that stories are a critical part of the human experience, starting with the book of Genesis. And I'm going to make one other little point about movies and stories. All stories are found in seed form from Genesis chapter 1 to Genesis chapter 4. All of it is right there. And you have the true story, and then you have the lie. And you even have that in Genesis 1 to 4, when the lie being, of course, when the serpent came and lied to Eve about the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You have love in Genesis 1 to 4. You have God. You have redemption. You have forgiveness. You have murder, jealousy. It's all there. And so all stories are based upon the true story of Genesis chapter 1 through 4. And then the question is it based upon the true story in that it promotes truth and beauty and love and redemption? Or does it promote lies and death and murder? I want good stories. And I encourage you, again, go to Movie Guide, check out Ted Baehr, and if you are a moviegoer, keep voting with your pocketbook. Because as much as it rankles the Hollywood elite, they're actually going to create better movies with more redemptive, wholesome, holy themes because guess what? They care about money.